Well, it's been at least a couple of weeks. It feels like it's been longer. Just how much time has. Oh. Greetings, friends and fellow orcs. Iagra, the orcish fiddler here. So, you may or may not be wondering, where the heck did the orc go? TLDR? Work. Work, 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 work. That's pretty much it. If you're looking for more than that, well, here's where the last 2 years have gone. Basically, I got promoted at my job. I do tech support, and I went from standard support to senior support. All fine and dandy, except the work was harder and demanded more energy from me, and it set my anxiety off to higher extremes. So, as the days dragged on, I had less oomph to work on editing videos, or recording videos, or, to be honest, even just playing games. I figured if I kept at it, though, I'd get promoted to something that didn't have me in a customer-facing role. The anxiety wouldn't be as crushing, and I could maybe return to this hobby. Um, and over a year later, that promotion finally came. I'm currently a quality analyst, so instead of taking calls, I listen to calls and then I evaluate them. Um, what was what was done well, what follows the rules, that kind of thing. And it turns out that that's a pretty demanding job as well. So analyzing and picking apart every nuance of a 20 to 30 minute call, 2 hours if everything really dragged on, it requires a lot of mental bandwidth. And in the meantime, this project, this hobby, has been kind of sitting in the background, waiting for me to return to it. And I wanted to return to it, I just couldn't find the damn energy. I also struggle with a minor but inconvenient issue with my voice, which you probably noticed on some of my videos. I tend to cough a lot. I don't smoke, but I do live around smokers, so it could be allergies, it could be something else. I do have plans to get it looked at. I don't think it's anything major. It's just an inconvenience for somebody who uses their voice a lot. But I do need to shop around for a doctor that I can trust first, so we'll kind of see how that goes, as I start to get that looked at. Fly, seagulls, fly. Sorry. Another thing holding me back was my computer. So, Levantine was built nearly a decade ago. That's the name of my computer. Because I give names to my computers, because I can. But yeah, nearly a decade ago. That's some pretty old hardware, so... let's not go after them. So this fact, presented to me very bluntly by a very close friend of mine, basically saying, your primary computer is nearly a decade old, question mark, exclamation point. That was a pretty good point, so that spurred me on to building a new rig, and that's kind of what I'm on right now. Zerstorung, the name of my new computer, doesn't have all the shiniest gizmos. I'm on a pretty tight budget. Ooh, shiny. But at least I might be able to capture more than 720p footage, and that's kind of what this video is a test of. I'm sort of just running ESO, Elder Scrolls Online, because, let's face it, this channel is nothing without some sexy orcs, right? Anyway, a new computer really only just gives me the tools to try, but I still need the energy to do. And that's something that I still struggle with. I wanted to address my absence, though, and this seemed like a good a time as any. So, yeah, that's that. That's where the last 2 years have gone. Not really an exciting story. So, what's in store moving forward? For the current project, the Let's Play of Bastard Bonds, it's kind of hard for me to say. I've kind of forgotten most of what I was doing in the game, so it's going to be hard to pick up where I left off. From the time that I was recording, I do have a couple of finished videos, and then I have 1 or 2 sessions of raw footage that could be broken up into more videos. Oh, let's not get slaughtered by a scorpion. Because we're running around without any armor on. We're just wearing a pair of shorts because we're in the desert and, sexy orc. Anyway, I'm tempted just to upload the raw footage that I have and just move on from there. But I want to eventually finish the game too, so I'm sort of putting that on the back burner until I figure out exactly where I'm going to go with it. I just don't have an answer on where I'm going to go with that yet. I wanted to fiddle around with some other things too. What I've been doing lately to just kind of mentally unwind is I've been watching a lot of Twitch streams, mostly speedrunners, and I have been having fun with playing around with the tools that you need to stream. I'm actually doing this in not OBS. It's sort of like a fork of OBS, done by Streamlabs, I think it is. I forget. Not important. But I've been fiddling around with it, trying to make something that looks, professional looking, that kind of thing, or semi-professional looking, I guess. And even if I never actually figure out what I'm going to stream, like if I'm going to just stick with orc-related content, or if I'm just going to delve into other things, it's just something I've been working on, and the working on it has given me little fragments of hope that, maybe someday I'll actually do something with it. I also want to work on something that does not require as much energy, especially in post. Editing videos and, putting all the little, the sound effects and the self-criticisms, as it were. Go away, Scorpion. I don't want to play with you right now. Because I don't have a weapon. My damage is going to suck. All that stuff takes a lot of time and energy, and with streaming, it still requires work, but at least the stream itself doesn't require any editing, like I've been doing for YouTube. He says, having never streamed before and making presumptions, perhaps not entirely based on fact. But yeah, I might try my hand at that, do some streaming. Maybe it'll be casual gaming, maybe I'll try my hand at speedrunning something, just to get my feet wet. Either way, know that I do want to return to doing something creative. The world needs more orcs, in some form or another. I just need more strength. So, that's pretty much all I have for today. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for your patience. And here's hoping the future holds something, and that something doesn't take 2 years to complete. So, until next time. I actually meant to wave. I'm gonna do a good job because I'm hitting all the right buttons. Okay, that's enough.